From SingularDTV, I'm the Vice President of Content.
Hi everyone, I'm Shreesh Tiwari. I'm Chief Strategic Officer at SingularDTV, focused on strategy and tokenomics.
Hi, and I'm G. Thomas Esmay. I'm SingularDTV's Director of Business Development.
And we're coming to you live from Austin, Texas for South by Southwest. This is the 25th year of South by. This is a film, music, and interactive festival. It's a massive behemoth event that runs for, I believe, 10 days. It's the perfect convergence of stuff for us at SingularDTV because you've got all the art forms, you've got interactive, you've got games, you've got programming, it all happens here. There's a massive blockchain conversation happening as well. We had two panels already. Alex and Kim's panel today, the line was around the block. They had, I think there was 30 or 40 people watching it outside on a screen. So it was incredibly successful. We're going to answer some of your questions today as much as we can. From my side with EtherVision and our content acquisition and distribution platform, I guess just a quick rundown of kind of what we're doing this year. A lot of what we're doing is about getting out and engaging with artists, right? We're trying to find breakthrough talent that are going to help us bring this platform to life and inspire the world to come join us. So we were at Sundance Film Festival in January. We had a team at the Berlin Festival and Market in February, and then here we are with a massive group at South by Southwest. We have people seeing movies, we have people going to see music, talking to artists, connecting with distributors and producers and agents to kind of bring everyone a deeper understanding of how this technology can work for rights management, for artists, for project funding, for distribution, and how it creates a better consumer experience, like a truly global, region-free distribution of content. So it's been great. We're looking at cool stuff and excited to share with you some of the specific movies and musical artists that come on board as we get closer to our fall launch of the platform.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I believe there have been a lot of questions related to tokenomics, our roadmap. So G, maybe you would like to start off with something very basic and fundamental.
Yeah, one of the questions we got is, what is tokenomics? Why do you guys keep using this word?
Yeah.
So I think it would be good to start there. For us, tokenomics it's a combination of economics, game theory. It's really designing these tokenized business models that our artists will be able to use. And we're experimenting with a number of different token features and functionalities. So that means that we can customize each individual token for each artist.
Yeah.
In Token now, there's a lot of things you can do in terms of like customizing the supply number, as well as what percentage you launch to the public. And so we're working with artists on a case-by-case basis to ensure that the tokenized ecosystem designed around their artistic expression is the one that's going to maximize their chances at success.
Yeah. Artists ask me all the time, what do I do with this? Like, what's my approach? And we go, the question really is, where do you want your career to go, right? And what's great about what G and Shreesh and Zach are working on with tokenomics is it creates all these different possible structures for artists to explore. Whether they're launching one project, whether they have a series of projects, if it's mixed media, there's the right token model for that project. And it's been exciting kind of watching it evolve in the time I've been at SingularDTV.
It's still an ongoing and very creative process. As we have more artists coming to us, we're expanding the need for new tokens, features, and functionalities. So it's a very dynamic and creative thing that we're doing on a daily basis.
Yeah, just to give an example and share more information. So we started off with the revenue and reward model. Now we keep innovating. We are looking at the next level of innovation with our token economic model, go with a consumption burn functionality, and then also look at a combination of consumption burn and revenue reward. So we are constantly innovating with these economic models and taking it a step forward, like Jason talked about EtherVision. So as we are working on creating a roadmap for the distribution portal for each of the artists or specific to the content, we need to have a token economic model tailored to that. So there could be a combination of having an artist channel which is free and subscription based. And now the question is that as you start with the token economic model, which one is going to be more appropriate for the artist to build their economy? It could be a combination token economic model, it could be consumption burn, or it could be revenue and reward. So right now we are at that point where we have built the basic framework. Now we are taking it forward and integrating it with our distribution portal.
Yeah, it's been exciting watching that strategy grow and evolve alongside the tokenomics strategy, right? The more information we share back and forth about, how tokens work, what is possible with smart contracts, we on the entertainment side can kind of funnel that into our understanding of the industry, how contracts have worked in the past, and it starts you sort of down a rabbit hole of exciting applications for artists. And then I come to them with questions. It's a really great back and forth, and it's creating some pretty exciting results I think you guys will see.
That's right.
I believe there was a question related to ETH reward. So I would like to share with everyone that we are also looking at our singles framework. We originally came up with a revenue reward model, but as we are constantly innovating with consumption burn and other token functionalities, we also need to look at our singles framework, and we will be doing that in coming months. And as we publish the framework, the revised singles framework with all of you, we will be happy to share more information about our next steps towards the ETH reward. So I believe that should answer the question.
Okay, great.
So before we dive into some of the live questions that are coming in now, there was a question about plug that I wanted to address. A question that came in, so what is plug? Does this mean that you guys are abandoning Ethereum? And I just wanted to reassure everyone that that is certainly not the case. We've been very happy with what we're capable of building on top of Ethereum right now, and we're planning to continue on that trajectory. Our Solidity coders are some of the best in the world, and currently the development community that's lined up behind Ethereum has a tremendous amount of brain power and output. We're looking at plug as an alternative and supplement to what we're doing already with Ethereum, if you will. Yeah. It's important to note that this is a blockchain protocol with interchain functionality, capable of doing atomic swaps. So we can leave everything as it is on the Ethereum blockchain right now and innovate elsewhere to create approaches that even have multi-chain functionality, which I think will be very exciting.
Absolutely, and that's part of our strategy, that we are very open to the public blockchain concept, and we should have that ability to interconnect and share content across a protocol. So we want to be protocol agnostic, but we're building our platform on Ethereum platform, and to that we remain committed. I believe there was a question also related to Wyoming, that there has been a recent development in terms of setting up a regulatory landscape there. So at this point, we are very, very happy about it. We are exploring more, trying to understand to what extent we can leverage the legislation there, and if this is something we can explore further and leverage going forward. So we are right now in sort of an exploration and understanding mode as it comes to Wyoming.
Yeah, I mean, I know the state legislature there is tweeting about moving everybody to Jackson Hole, so we'll see what happens. But they're very excited about it. We'll explore it, but it's a great bit of movement.
Right. Yeah. I'm hoping more state governments look at what Wyoming is doing and realize that you've got to join this movement, otherwise you're going to get left behind, and will join Wyoming in creating very progressive crypto legislation.
Yeah.
But the great news, which we understand right now, is that the utility tokens are not being considered as a security, which is a very, very encouraging direction to go to. It's that we need to understand it fully so that we can go further.
Right. So it looks like we got a live question about the upgradability of the single smart contract. That's certainly a possibility based on what Shreesh was describing earlier. We'd be talking about adding new features to the existing smart contracts, or even grafting additional smart contracts onto what's there already in order to create the framework for what we're calling Singles 2.0.
Exactly. And we took a very conscious decision when we based our token on ERC20 token functionality. So the tokens are fungible. And so we have the complete flexibility to modify our smart contract as we go forward.
Right. But I think what you're going to see is only the growth of great new features for the token that will only reward the token holders and artists already excited about, ready to jump on our platform.
Got it.
Okay, great. So Jason, would you like to share something more about the EtherVision roadmap? Because there were questions related to the strategic roadmap.
About how the platform will look and feel. That's a great question. So, we've been building that along with our development team, but really cross-functionally across the entirety of SingularDTV. What EtherVision is going to be, it touches business development and tokenomics, it touches marketing and PR, it's our original production, it's exclusive license production, so really top to bottom, and even then building the back end of content operations. How do we deliver content globally in a decentralized way? These are questions when you're looking at the scale of like an iTunes that nobody's really done before. So it's been an exciting journey. Where we are right now is, we're framing out both the front end, so the consumer-facing side of the platform, and the back end, the artist interface. We're gonna have multiple lines of content coming in, what I'm calling organic content. So any artist anywhere in the world will be able to go to the back end platform, set up an account, create a channel, upload content, manage that content, track their revenue transparently on the blockchain, the whole thing start to finish. So we expect hopefully thousands and thousands of artists to do this. We have our original content stream that's coming down the pipeline that Kim Jackson is overseeing. The Alex Winter documentary is going to be first down the line for us. Super excited about it. I know the team has seen a rough cut.
It's pretty amazing.
Yeah, I think you guys are going to be really excited about it. They spoke about it on the panel today a little bit. I'm not sure if South by live streamed it, but there might be some video. So maybe we can hunt that down or check it out. So that'll be first down the line. We also have New Frontiers, the sci-fi anthology film that we're partnering with XYZ Films on. We're also very excited about that. Zach has called it the best sci-fi script he's ever read. So that's something. That's high praise. And then we've got a couple other things that we can't quite announce yet, but we will be. We also are looking for exclusive content. So we're going to find great music, great movies, great TV shows, and bring them direct to you on EtherVision, ideally as globally as possible from day one. The entertainment industry, as you guys know, is a murky mess of sort of walled out gateways of rights, right? There's windows, things are sort of known, they're done a certain way, they're structured that way. In order to bring a piece of content to a platform globally, there's going to be potentially 30 to 40 deals behind that to make that happen. So right now, where we're launching this decentralized entertainment industry, it's going to take a lot of jumping through hoops, but that's why we're here. That's why we go out to the festivals and markets to continue to expand those relationships, grow connections with key distribution partners that are invested in a direct-to-fan relationship, that want to build a brand, that want to have that connection and bring the artist and the audience closer.
Awesome.
So we're putting that in place, and then I think we'll have some exciting exclusive pieces to talk about once the platform rolls out in the fall.
Great. Yeah, there were questions around strategic roadmap, so I'll be happy to share more about our global strategy. So as we are building the content out for EtherVision, very recently, a couple of weeks ago, we launched an entertainment fund in Japan, which is part of regional production node strategy for us as we expand globally. And we found Japan ready for blockchain, ready for decentralized economy there. So we are creating an entertainment fund right now, which will be creating Japanese content by Japanese artists for Japanese audiences. And this is going to be our strategy going forward for each of the region, where we take that regional node strategy and build all of that, bring all of that content onto EtherVision, which will help in growing the token economic model, because all of that value flow will eventually happen to the singles. And that's how our singles framework will be shaped going forward.
I think unfortunately it's looking like we're just out of time here. So I wanted to thank everybody for tuning in. I'm hoping we can do more of these things in the future. And of course, a big thank you to Threadgrill for hosting us in this amazing, really very Texas space.
Yeah, it's a great place. I'm really looking forward to food after that.
Perfect. Thanks, everybody. Talk to you soon.
Bye.
Take care.
Thank you. No, thank you.
I went outside. It's live here really well.
Okay.
SingularDTV.
Thanks to all of you guys.
Yeah.